Hallie Lee is realizing her dream of becoming an author. Her debut novel, Paint Me Fearless, was Amazon's top new book in contemporary Christian fiction. It's her first book, but it won't be her last.
It's a long journey. I always wanted to be a writer. I wrote short stories in high school, and I think in my 20s and early 30s, I even tried my hand at writing romance novels. But I really think, Jennifer, I honed my skills when my family and I moved to Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I don't know if you've ever been to Santa Fe. Um, but it's a cool town, but it's really creative, and it's a movie making town. And so I had the opportunity then to take a lot of writing classes and attend a lot of conferences, and I learned to write screenplays. And I had some success with that. Producer Ronnie Clemmer, A League of Their Own, the movie with Tom Hanks and Madonna. It he saw something in me that he wanted to mentor. And I look back now and I think his tutelage and his insight really helped me tighten up my writing and become a better, more mature writer. So that was a big impact on me, just that whole experience. And I used that, and and Paint Me Fearless came to be.
And what is the story of Paint Me Fearless?
It is, well, Paint Me Fearless is book one in the Shady Gully series. And Shady Gully is a small fictional town in Louisiana. However, the series spans Louisiana and Kentucky. There's a lot of Kentucky in the first book. But basically, it starts out as we meet two young girls as they're about to begin high school. Desi, the new girl, is from the big city. She's her mom, Sunny, is as flamboyant and artsy as they come. She's from a broken home, and she's never been to church. Robin, on the flip side, is very, very well churched, and she's never been out of Shady Gully, this little small town. And her parents are very reserved and traditional. So they're really total opposites. But as they go through high school, they sort of become vulnerable with each other and share some of their fears and insecurities. And before you know it, these two become this force strong enough to overcome mean girls, self-esteem issues, weight hangups, and towards the end of high school, some sort of tricky family dynamics. But I guess that their friendship was really, the foundation was really based on their insecurity. It's what brought them together. And so even as they grow older and have families of their own, that pattern of self-condemnation continues, and it takes its toll. And we can all relate to that, I think. But later in life, there's a horrible, a shocking betrayal, rumors, and I can't tell you because it's a huge spoiler. but that really reignites a lot of those bad feelings of being unworthy, and it pits them against each other. And so their friendship is in jeopardy, their families are in jeopardy, and they're forced at that point to really go back to the root of the problem, kind of full circle, and confront some of the lies and the mistruths and even the secrets that that really stole so much of their lives. I tell people that it's kind of like Steel Magnolias crashes into the divine secrets of the Yaya sisterhood. That's a good way to describe it,
That is a very interesting description. I like that. And I'm always curious too about the process. And people who may be watching this and say, I would love to, I have a story that I'd like to tell, but I don't know where to start. What have you learned through your experience that may help other people who also want to realize their dream of being an author?
Right. I think you just have to persevere. You have to, I've been at this for a long time. I probably shouldn't say how long, but probably 25 years or so. And I really did give up a few times. There just no more. I just couldn't do it anymore. But you just never know how close you are. And here's something that may uplift and inspire aspiring writers. I worked for a long time, and within a period of a month after writing this, and I was working on book 2 at the time, in 1 month I received 3 contract offers for Paint Me Fearless and the series. So just hang in there. You never know when it's around the corner. And another thing is, online, there are a lot of resources for writers. Back when I started, it was snail mail. You'd send a query and wait forever until it would, but now you can get online and you can learn from other writers, and the writing community is fantastic online. Lots of support, advice, and it's a good community.
You can follow Hallie at HallieLee.com, and you can find Paint Me Fearless on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple Books, Google, and Walmart. You can also request it at your local library in Fayette or Jessamine counties and Joseph Beth booksellers.